Pratyaksha avatar and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
அழகோ அழகு காஞ்சியில காமாட்சி குங்குமம் அழகு அங்கைய கண்ணி அபிராமி அழகின் அழகு அங்காள பரமேஸ்வரி மஞ்சள் அழகு தில்லையில சிவகாமி நிலையில காந்திமதி தில்லையில சிவகாமி நிலையில காந்திமதி என்ன சொல்லி அழைச்சாலும் எல்லாமும் நீயம்மா மதுரையிலும் மீனாட்சி அழகோ அழகு.
ஓம் ராதிகா அனோஜ். உனக்குள்ளும் ஆனந்தமளிப்பேன் உலகிற்கெல்லாம் உன்மூலம் நித்யானந்தமளிப்பேன் நிம்மதியாய் வாழ்ந்திடு. மார்சின் லிப்ஸ்கி. கடனெல்லாம் தீர்ந்து பெரும் நன்மையும் வாழ்வும் அளித்து உன் தொழில் சிறக்க தூய்மையாய் வரம் தந்தேன். பொய்வா. சுபாஷினி கல்யாண சுந்தரம். ஓம் 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 சுபாஷினி கல்யாண சுந்தரம். அளித்தேன் பெருவரம் கேட்டபடி. பெரும் செல்வம் அமைந்து வந்திடும் 6 நாட்களுக்குள் சர்வஞ பீடத்து எஜமானாய் அமைந்திடும் வரமும் தந்தேன், தடையலாம் நீக்கினேன், பெரும் செல்வமளிக்கின்றேன் பராசக்தி நானே. கொடுக்கும் குணமும் கொடுக்கப் பெறும் பணமும் தார்மீக மனமும் தந்தேன், தர்ம அர்த்த காம மோக்ஷம் 4 தந்து நல்வரம் அளிக்கின்றேன். நீங்காத செல்வம் நிறைந்து அமையும் வாழ்வளத்தோடு. ஓம் 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 ஓம். ரகுநாதன். கேட்டுக்கொள்ளுங்கள் டொரண்டோ கைலாசத்து பக்தர்கள் எல்லோரும் இந்த சத்தியத்தை. கைலாசம் டொரண்டோவில் முழுமையாய் அமைந்திட நாமே பேரருள் செய்கின்றோம். அஞ்சாதீர்கள், எல்லோரும் ஒன்றிணைந்து மார்க்கத்தில் இடம்பெறுவீர்கள். கைலாசம் மங்களமாய் அமையும். புது இடம் அமைந்திட ஒன்றாய் இணைந்து செயல்படும் எல்லோர்க்கும் புது வாழ்க்கை தருவேன். இது சத்தியம். டொரண்டோ நகரத்து கைலாசம் மார்க்கத்து அமைந்திட மார்க்கம் செய்யும் பக்தர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் செல்வமும் பெருவாழ்வும் உடல் நலமும் 16 தந்து சிவானுபவமும் சிவபோதமும் பரமசிவ சக்திகளும் அருள்வேன். பராசக்தியின் வாக்கு இது. நான் அளிக்கும் சத்திய வாக்கு நன்மையாய் நடந்திடும். நடத்திக் கொள்வேன்.
काली हैमवती शिवात्रि नयनी कात्यायनी भैरवी सावित्री नवयौवना शुभकरी साम्राज्य लक्ष्मी प्रदा चित्रूपी परदेवता भगवती श्रीराजराजेश्वरी
शंकरी मलयरसी சாம்பவி மல முருக பொங்கலோடு பூசையடி அன்னையின் வடிவில் உன்னை கண்டு உன் மடித்தலத்தில் கண்ணுறங்க ஆசையடி சங்கரி மலையரசி சாம்பவி மல முருக பொங்கலோடு பூசையடி அன்னையின் வடிவில் உன்னை கண்டு உன் மடித்தலத்தில் கண்ணுறங்க ஆசையடி
அம்பா மோகினி தேவதா திரிபுவனி ஆனந்த சந்தாயினி వాణి పల్లవ వాణి వేణు మురళీ గాన ప్రియాలోలిని కళ్యాణి గుడురాజ బింబవదన ధూమ్రాక్ష సంహారిణి చిద్రూపి పరదేవతా భగవతి శ్రీరాజరాజేశ్వరి
சூரனை வதைத்தவனை சந்தர சடாதரியை சிங்கமுதுகேறி ஆடிவா சூரிய பிரபை குலுங்க சூலமதை கையில் ஏந்தி தேரிலேறி ஆடி ஓடிவா சூரனை வதைத்தவனை சந்தர சடாதரியை சிங்கமுதுகேறி ஆடிவா சூரிய பிரபை குலுங்க சூலமதை கையில் ஏந்தி தேரிலேறி ஆடி ஓடிவா வேப்பிலையில் கொத்தெடுக்கும் பெண்களுக்கு உள்ளிருந்து நீயாக ஆடுமாக்கா நீ ஆடும் ஆட்டத்திலே கூட்டமெல்லாம் ஆடுதடி மனம் குளிர நில்லு ஆத்தா வெப்பிலையில் கொத்தெடுக்கும் பெண்களுக்கு உள்ளிருந்து நீயாக ஆடுமாத்தா நீ ஆடும் ஆட்டத்திலே கூட்டமெல்லாம் ஆடுதடி மனம் குளிர நில்லு ஆத்தா
అంబానూపుర రత్న కంకణధరి కేయూర హారావళి జాతి చంపక వైజయంతి లహరి కైరేయ కైరంజిత వీణా వేణు వినోద మండిత కర వీరాసన సమస్విత சித்ரூபி பரதேவதா பகவதி ஸ்ரீராஜராஜேஸ்வரி
சிலையாக இருந்தாலும் அம்மாடி நீ சிரிச்ச அங்கமெல்லாம் செலுத்துதடி மலை போல துன்பமெல்லாம் மாத்தா உன் பார்வையிலே பொடி பொடியா போகுதடி சிலையாக இருந்தாலும் அம்மாடி நீ சிரிச்ச அங்கமெல்லாம் செலுத்துதடி மலை போல துன்பமெல்லாம் மாத்தா உன் பார்வையிலே பொடி பொடியா போகுதடி மாவிளக்கு ஒளி வீச மஞ்சமுக நெத்தியிலே திருநீரு ஜொலிக்குதடி தாயே உன் கோபமெல்லாம் ஒன்றாக சேர்ந்து அந்த குங்குமத்தில் தேடி மாவிளக்கு ஒளி வீச மஞ்சமுக நெத்தியிலே திருநீரு ஜொலிக்குதடி தாயே உன் கோபமெல்லாம் ஒன்றாக சேர்ந்து அந்த குங்குமத்தில் தெரியுதடி
అంబాలౌఘ్రిణి భద్రకాళీ పగళా జ్వాలాముఖీ వైష్ణవీ బ్రాహ్మణీ త్రిపురాంతకీ సురంత దేదీప్య మనోజ్వలా చాముండాశ్రిత రక్ష మోక్ష జననీ దాక్షాయణీ వల్లభా చిద్రూపి పరదేవతా భగవతి శ్రీరాజరాజేశ్వరీ
ஊமை சனங்களெல்லாம் போடுகிற மாலைகளோ உன்னழகை மறைக்குதடி பார்த்தா உன் சன்னதியில் அழுதால் உன் புன்னகையோ மகனே என்று அழைக்குதடி ஊமை சனங்களெல்லாம் போடுகிற மாலைகளோ உன்னழகை மறைக்குதடி பார்த்தா உன் சன்னதியில் அழுதால் உன் புன்னகையோ மகனே என்று அழைக்குதடி வெள்ளி பிரம்பெடுத்து வீதி வலம் செய்பவனே என் குறையை கேளடி அம்மா காட்டு நாயகியே வேறு கதி இல்லை அம்மா சிங்கமுதுகேரிவாம்மா செல்லாத்தா பூவாத்தா மாரியாத்தா நல்லவழி என்ன வழி சொல்லடியாத்தா கண் திறந்து பார்த்துவிடு நல்ல வழி காட்டிவிடு உன் மகனை பாரடியாத்தா
అంబా శ్రీలతనుగు కుశాంకుశధరి అర్ధేందు బింబాధరి వారాహి మధుకైటభ ప్రశమణి వాణీ రమా సేవితా మల్లాద్యాసురమూక దైత్యమదనీ మహేశ్వరీ అంబికా చిద్రూపి పరదేవతా భగవతి శ్రీరాజరాజేశ్వరీ
வேர்காட்டு திருநீரு வினை தீர்க்கும் திருநீரு கருமாரி திருநீரு கலி தீர்க்கும் திருநீரு கை நீட்டி வாங்கி பூசு தீப்பட்ட துன்பம் தூசு ஆடி மாசம் அம்மா அம்மன் கோவில் சேருங்கம்மா ஒரு திருப்பம் வேணும் அம்மா திருநீரு பூசங்கம்மா வேர்காட்டு திருநீரு வினை தீர்க்கும் திருநீரு கை நீட்டி வாங்கி பூசு தீப்பட்ட துன்பம் தூசு சுட்டரிச்ச திருநீரு திருநீரு, வேப்பமர தோட்டமெல்லாம் கொட்டி வச்ச திருநீரு, நாட்டு சன கூட்டமெல்லாம் மூட்டை கட்டும் திருநீரு, கருணாபருவத்திலே கருமாறி ஓடி வந்து சதுராடும் திருநீரு, கருமேக கூட்டத்திலே காற்றான சீற்றத்திலே கலந்தாடும் திருநீரு, ஆடாத பேய்களையும் ஆட்டி வச்சு பார்க்கும் எங்க ஆத்தாடி திருநீரு, ஆறாத நோவுக்கெல்லாம் ஆராய்ந்து தேர்ந்தெடுக்கும் ஆதிசக்தி திருநீரு, ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஆனந்த தாண்டவன் அணிந்திடும் திருநீரு, திருவேற்காடுரை திரிபுர சுந்தரி திருவருள் திருநீரு, ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஆனந்த தாண்டவன் அணிந்திடும் திருநீரு, திருவேற்காடுரை திரிபுர சுந்தரி திருவருள் திருநீரு,
திருநாடு பட்டம் அம்மா பக்தி விதை தூவங்கம்மா அவ அருள் விளையும் அம்மா திருநீர் போதும் அம்மா.
வேர்காட்டு திருநீரு, வினை தீர்க்கும் திருநீரு, கை நீட்டி வாங்கி பூசு, தீப்பட்ட துன்பம் தூசு. மண்ணெடுத்தா நறுமண திருநீரு, பாலி நதி மண்ணெடுத்தா பார்வதியா திருநீரு, வேப்பங்கண்ணு விளைஞ்ச மண்ணு வேதவல்லி திருநீரு, வேர்காட்டு கரிசல் மண்ணு.
His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandana. Ekam Nityam Gunalamachanam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavadidam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the practical things conscious when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerful. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerful. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerful. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turyani, in your whole being and doing, manifest all the power. Understand? Power manifestation is not cognition. Understand? This is cognition. It's not work. What's the point of it? Power manifestation is cognition. Play. Static matter, dynamic activity. strategic existence, all these things has no boundaries. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation, cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not one.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha, Aroha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with his 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Aghora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Prabhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 faces. Now, listen carefully. Satyojata, Aghoram, the creation, not just creation. Has 5 faces. Aghora Murti has 5 faces. Tatpurusha Murti has 5 faces. So, Tatpurusha Murti has his 5 faces. Aghora Murti has his 5 faces. Vamadeva Murti has his 5 faces. Satyojata Murti has his 5 faces. Ishana Murti has his 5 faces. All these 5 Murtis, 5 faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva, who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidanam. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam is a reviver of KAILASA, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam is an avatar from and is a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. has made the science of our manifestation yoga temple-based university for humanity. So Virgin Order of KAILASA, led by His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam and Nithyananda Order of nuns, monks and Hindu diasporas are working for the global peace and to give a super conscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Order of Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source book of Hinduism. 64 arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu and many more. His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam is 293rd Guru Mahasanidhanam of Shamala Pita Sarvanya Pita, ancient body of Hinduism, and present Emperor of Sir Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam has survived the worst prosecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Bhagwan has beautifully explained the pramanas. The pramanas are the evidences in different levels for us to understand the science of our manifestation. The science of our manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. The Shastra Pramana, the evidence from the Shastras. Shastra Pramana are the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. Apta Pramana are the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamas, Alvar, Siddhas, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have manifested all the powers of Paramashiva, and all the are authentic, time-tested, and foolproof. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of each power manifestation, Bhagwan's very own Leelas. Shakshi Pramana, experience of the millions of disciple, devotees, followers all around the world, experiencing the science of power manifestation initiated by Bhagwan himself. Pratyaksha Pramana, evidence from the science. Scientific study measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. These are Shaktis, where these are experienced as in oneness with Paramashiva and manifesting as Parashakti, Devi herself. It is not Siddhis which is experienced when you are in the path of enlightenment. This is in enlightenment state itself. We have done the scientific study on Bhagavan, on disciples, on Balasans, and multiple occasions we have proven that being in the enlightened state, what happens to your space and your consciousness, your body, your mind. Beautifully, each time you manifest all these powers, you are in the superconscious being and you're able to reflect the higher reality, who you are and what you have come down for. Manifesting all these powers makes us more and more under the space of superconscious breakthrough of humanity, how we can experience the higher consciousness. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana. Shastra Pramana are the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Vijnana Bhairava Tantra are the Vijnana, consciousness. Bhairava, the Bhairava is one who goes beyond the mind and experiences the consciousness. Tantra, the method to go beyond the mind and experience the consciousness. The Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 84, Dharana 61.
Unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures. The Shastra Pramana for Bhagavad or Akashic. It is taken by Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 84, Dharana 61.
Akasham Vimmalam Pashyam Kvadrishtam Nirantaram Shabdatma Tatsandana Devi भैरवं वपुरात्मयुवात् आकाशं विमलं पश्यन् कृत्वा दृष्टिं निरन्तरम् शब्दात्मात् स्पन्दनं देवी भैरवं वपुरात्मयुवात्. Each of these sutras that Bhagavan has beautifully given us the ultimate gift of being in the oneness, each one of us to manifest. Why manifesting powers immediately after Arulvak? Devi herself has initiated all of us, and Devi herself is sitting in the courtyard manifesting as Parashakti for each one of us to experience our superconscious breakthrough. How Bhagavan says in the Arulvak that the food has to be eaten by the person. He cannot digest the food for you. Yes, ultimately he can, but he told very clearly, each one of us have to raise ourselves to the superconscious space to understand the higher reality and start living the higher reality. For us to understand the higher reality, Bhagavan himself comes down as an avatar push to raise and push us into the higher reality. These gifts are showered for Devi for us to understand we are superconscious. We, each one of us, are Paramashiva, manifesting as Parashakti. Each one of us are Devi. That is why beautifully he says in one of the satsang, I give my left lap to Devi and my right lap to all you devotees. And you are all my Gurukul kids and you can manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. Beautifully Bhagavan explains how each one of us have to do our time to manifest the powers of Paramashiva as Parashakti, sitting very clearly that we are Parashakti. There is nothing other than us, that we are not Parashakti. Each one of us came down to experience that very truth, but getting deluded in all the other things and getting confused. The more and more we understand, here Bhagavan Paramashiva says very clearly, looking at the spotless infinite space, Akasha, beyond the skies and clouds, one should fix one's gaze without blinking and continuously make the body in a space steady and motionless. In the very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and power of infinite space, Bhairava. Bhagavan beautifully says how the space reflects into our space and we start manifesting as powers. Each time Bhagavan comes down for us to manifest as Devi and give the Arulvak is to raise us to the superconscious space. All the blessing that he had showered will be much understood when we raise ourselves to receive it. The begging bowl that we are asking Bhagavan to give us the highest space for us to experience the best things in life. We have to raise ourselves so that what he gives becomes reality immediately. All the things he's showering, he keeps on showering on us. We need to raise ourselves to experience that. Now, for few moments, be in the Devi Bhava. Simply you will manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. Tell your mind whatever boon, whatever he has said, everything is just happening in your reality. Not just this very power, but your own life of health, wealth, and happiness, the bliss, starts happening and manifesting as reality. More and more mature conversations that you can experience that you are Paramashiva manifesting as Parashakti, you will understand that higher science that Bhagavan is downloading in each one of us. Let's go to the Apta Pramanam. Apta Pramanas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars who manifested all these powers of Paramashiva. Just like all of us, we have given to write up. Dharmi, he goes to Lord Shiva and cries to him, saying that he wants to get the golden coins. And Shiva himself comes and writes the poem and asks him to go and give it to the king. The Pandya king gets the poem and he was so happy about it. But Nakiran, the main poet in that quote, I cannot accept it. So Dharmi goes to Shiva again and he runs to Shiva and says, your poem is not accepted, I'm not getting the money. So Shiva himself comes to the court of Pandya king and sees what is the flaw in Nakiran that he has pointed out and gives him the breakthrough, opens his third eye and shows that Paramashiva himself has come down to remove his karma. Each time Bhagavan himself comes down to remove our karmas, our ego, our arrogance, that where we are missing out and getting identified to the outer world, the delusion, he removes that so that we can see ourselves who we are, the original space. And here beautifully, Dharmi starts experiencing who has come down as Paramashiva. And Nakiran runs to the tank, golden lotus tank, which removes all kinds of sin. Simply the whole Leela is played by Paramashiva himself to show that he has come down each time for us to shift our cognition. First thing, we are Paramashiva. Second thing, that Paramashiva is always with us to manifest all the powers. Just like Arjuna, Krishna was always there. Each one of us can experience Devi simply because we are the chosen one to experience even the presence of Devi today and manifest the powers of Devi. Each one of us manifesting these powers will make you as a superconscious being ready to make you receive all the powers of Paramashiva. Atma Pramana, Bhagavan himself speaks of the very Leela.
Because the time is not dead single layer film. It's a living layer by layer of clutching mechanism. So one clutches itself or unclutches itself. The whole mechanism functions differently. If you come out of one pattern, all the effects you created on others and on you due to that pattern in the past suddenly dies. Please understand. If you come out of one pattern, for example, drinking alcohol or drugs, blissful, happy, changed future. I tell you, even the impacts, effects he created in the past on his body, mind, on others' body and mind, on the society, on the whole on the universe, the whole thing, it may be a little difficult for a logical mind to capture it. This satsang will be uploaded in the YouTube. I wanted all of you to, and I sincerely request all of you to watch this whole satsang at least 5 times in next 1 week and contemplate on these truths. You will catch the truth. Because every statement I am making is from Akashic records, from Kalabhairava, when a changeable components gets changed in the present, the change is not only impacting your present and future, it strongly and equally impacts your past also. So let me come back to these basic few points. One, whatever has happened in the world, nothing can be erased, deleted. No delete button in the cosmos. And please understand, that is why the Vedic tradition is very clear. If you do some bad and do some good, both cannot be nullified. You have to enjoy both. The time you need to spend in heaven and time you need to spend in hell cannot be exchanged and nullified. You have to spend that and this continuously. You have to only complete. You cannot cancel. You cannot exchange and nullify one for the other. I have 100 days visa for hell and 100 days visa for heaven. Let me cancel both and become enlightened. No. You have to go through the 100 days of hell and 100 days of heaven. Maybe in the intense frequencies, but only when you go through and complete it, you become enlightened. No nullification is possible in Hindu tradition, in Vedic tradition. Because no record can be wiped out. No record can be erased. Everything about the past, present, future, the changeable component and unchangeable destiny is available in the space. An enlightened being who can decode, incarnation who can decode the unchangeable component of restful awareness, unchangeable component of delusion projection, can decode the Akashic records and read out to you either the great truths recorded in the past or the great events going to happen in the future. Are the great truths going to happen in the future? Are the great events happen shrouded in time? Everything can be decoded and presented to human beings. Kalabhairava does only that.
So beautifully, Atma Pramana, Bhagavan explains how Kalabhairava, you being as Kalabhairava, how you can experience the beautiful oneness with Paramashiva and manifest these powers. We are able to experience all this dimension of Bhagavan manifesting through us as Parashakti. Now, Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramanas are the disciple devotees all around the world experiencing the manifesting powers of Paramashiva.
Somebody sharing about their past lives. But I'm like, what do I do with that information? One thing I had. Another thing is, will I be able to handle it? So these are with that hesitation, I would not ask generally. But here, being here, and in the past few days, I've been going there almost every day. and really getting some of the answers, though I was not expecting those answers, and getting fulfillment. Actually, I didn't want to go ask my past life, but I just wanted to ask, why am I like this? When I was in the child, I used to be very casual, in the moment, without any, probably, just being a child all the time. And and I always felt, divine was guiding me all the time, and everything happened for a reason, and everything aligned for me to prepare for the next level. When I look back, I always felt that. But when I asked this in Akashic reading, Kalavarva really revealed that, yes, I've been taken care of by Swamiji even before I met him, and that he's preparing the path so that I'll be ready to meet him and enjoy his presence. And that I took birth, me and my daughter as well. That's what they said. I was like so happy to see that. And actually yesterday I was just casually asking, not casually, but I'm just asking, I'm doing this causing, so what do I need to do to be a picture? The answer is like, okay, I'm going to give you a boon. I'm like, wow, boon? Okay, and then the Kalvara said, whoever you schedule for Akashic, I will give you a boon that they'll make it to IA. And each time, every day I'm asking this question, any question, I'm being showered actually. And that is making me go every day, ask something, any incompletions I have, ask something. And one of the things I asked is this, I had a feeling actually, if some things don't go the way I expect, I feel little, insecure or question myself. But lately, after Sadashivoham and after actually previous IAs too, after editing a lot of IAs, I feel this is probably a test to strengthen me, that I don't have to waver if something doesn't go. You have to be still strong. That's what I had a feeling. And yesterday when I was asking this, I have a good intention, but when I do it, it comes the other way. Then he said, well, it is just his play. He's just enjoying that, doing that. And I was like, oh, okay. It's actually for me to get strengthened, that's the reason why it's happening. So whatever I'm assuming, it got clarified in Akashic reading. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
So beautiful that each of us, when they went to Balasans and experienced the Akashic reading, Bhagavan himself manifests through all of us. The science of Akashic reading at time exists simultaneously as the dimension of space. All the energy or information is waiting to decode there depending on the parameters of the object used. To explain with a simple analogy, electricity is coded energy and it is decoded in an object called the light bulb, thus manifest as light at the classical level. All the information is stored in bits in computer, which is zeros and ones, which is then decoded by the software of the computer, as mentioned earlier, as quantum level information is stored as qubits, and qubits of information are present access to the entire fabric of cosmos. The represent of the entire information held within the cosmos is in the time and space. This is in Avatar Shastra, chapter 3, Akashic reading, page number 90. Each of these pramanas, evidences that you can see from Bhagavan's life, how he manifested, how Balasans manifested for this person. She is a doctor, Saraswati Jampala from USA, and she has experienced ultimate space of oneness with Paramashiva and manifesting her Akashic readings. So each of us can experience our Akashic reading, how it changes our life, not only the past, but also the future, also the past. Bhagavan always says, when you change your future, the past also reflects into a different past and it can be changed. And all that we can experience is default future. We call that what we have, they made decisions based on that. Paramashiva lays the path for us to experience. But Paramashiva himself, when he reads the Akashic reading as Arulvak, he will rewrite the whole thing. Understand very clearly, when we read the Akashic reading, it is default future, that what has been written for us as our reality. what the decisions we made, and that is the reality that we can see into our future, and we can get all the data recovered. But when Bhagavan himself sits as Devi, as Arulak, he can rewrite the future just like that. That's the most beautiful space that Arulak has given us today, giving us all the strength to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Now we are going to write the answers of very strange or unique questions. You can make partners in your group or in this group, wherever you are in YouTube or Facebook. You can ask for partners and make a partner. And you can ask each partner, each of you can write a unique, very strange questions that you would like the Kalabhairava's answer. Write down, it can be scientific, it can be any of the things that you would like to know. And if it is already passed, that would be better because you can verify that. If it's something new that we can't verify, then we won't know the answer right now. So you have to wait for that. Right now, if you can ask questions from your past to the other person also can ask you a question. Write down the question, and if you have Atma Murti in front of you, excellent. You can apply the Jnananjan in your third eye and in your temples. Your locket, if you have Kantamala from Bhagavan, the initiation, you can take the Jnananjan and apply now in your temple and your third eye. If you don't have, nothing to worry, don't bother. And whatever the Atma Murti is going to reveal in your third eye, simply when you are in oneness with Paramashiva, the words just appear for you. Very clearly you declare that I am Parashakti Devi herself. And remember the words. For hours and hours he's been showering with darshan, diksha, initiation, all the powers for all of us. It's not he's just reading for one or two. For each one to evolve, Parashakti has come down to make us understand this. So don't have to think, oh, it is only for them. No, each of the words that we listen is our reality. So something in us is shifting because Paramashiva, Parashakti is giving us that message today. So be in that bhava to receive and contemplate on each of the truths that he has spoken now, and simply be in the Devi space of beautiful eyes and what the songs and everything that the bhava, just hold that bhava in yourself and you'll simply see the letters appearing, words appearing. Do not have self-doubt, whether it is it from my mind or Devi is appearing and telling me. There is nothing called mind. It is a delusion. It's like, is it happening in my dream or in a waking state? When you're woken up, you will never ask that question. Because you're sleeping, you're asking that. So be very clear. Mind is a delusion. Mind is a processor, Bhagavan says. You can switch it off, you can switch it on. In deep sleep, that's what we are doing. We are switching it off to go to deep sleep where we don't have any thoughts. And in dream state, we are allowing some incompletion thoughts to become our reality, which is not appearing. The people you see them are not there. They're also sleeping next to you, but you see them as your own reality. Same way here right now also we are perceiving this world in our own ways. So drop that whole thing. Just let's be Parashakti for a few moments. Just be in the same space, same bhava. Declare very clearly, whatever I am, the identities that I'm carrying is not me. The only identity Bhagavan says again and again is I am Paramashiva and I am Parashakti. From that identity, what I understand, what Bhagavan says, Guru says, let me hold on to that. Whatever the other identities that I'm holding has not given me big benefits. Let me see what happens when I hold I am Paramashiva, I am Parashakti, manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva. Absolute unclutching. Bring your awareness to your third eye. Third eye is the attention center. The minute you start thinking about it, you will have the awareness. And more you will start seeing your reality, because that is where the projector room is. And you can see how you're projecting your life, from what incompletion we are driving all our every instant that we are manifesting. Drop everything and only project Parashakti for some time, for us to only be in the space of Parashakti. Chant the Mahavakya from your navel center. The more you chant your Mahavakya intensely, the Jatagni simply raises the frequency of your body and the mind and the consciousness that you are in and start manifesting as powers. All that we need is the beautiful space of oneness with Bhagavan Parashakti and contemplate on the great truths that she has given. Be in that bhava, beautiful space of oneness, Shakti Pada, and chant the Mahavakya continuously, having the awareness in your third eye. Whatever appears on Devi, Bhagavan himself, his Atmamurti, or in your third eye, simply write down the answers. At the end of this session, we'll have 2 cycles. We can verify it and share it with the world. So let's start. Sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line so that the Kundalini raises to your Agnya, your third eye, and bring your awareness again and again to your third eye. And in deep listening, start chanting the Mahavakya. Each of us, when we chant the Mahavakya, simply the beautiful space of oneness starts flowering in us. And whatever appears, start writing down.
Let Paramashiva's burden manifest in all our burdens. Let the Amrita flow. Let the Bhakti open up. Manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow. Manifest the power in all our burdens. Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's burden manifest in all our burdens. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Bhakti open up. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's burden manifest in all our burdens. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Bhakti open up. Manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all of us. Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Beautiful. Whatever Parashakti has given you as answer, please verify with your partner now. We'll have one more cycle also. If you feel that something is not manifesting, nothing is seen in my third eye, it's blank, it's dark, all that is still the delusion. I want this, I don't understand this. Whatever you're experiencing is still in your mind. Drop everything. Parashakti is much more intelligent. She will manifest what you want and what you more need to know for manifesting this also. Drop everything, just surrender to her lotus feet and be in the bhava that Devi, show me whatever reality you would like to for me to experience. And simply she will reveal the answers for you. Bhagavan beautifully says, so all we understand is only the processing information, which is very, very, very minimum, just a handful. What is available for you as Akashic reading is the ultimate gift, and which is like millions of records which you can download and simply manifest. Shankara, at the age of 7, he was able to receive the Kanakadara Sostra. Nobody knows what is that, nor does he. But he just stood and said, Lakshmi, just download in me whatever I need to know. And simply she downloaded and showered him with even golden gooseberries. This is not just a myth, it's a reality to show us, each one of us, when we just surrender our identity and go into the space, I am Paramashiva, I am manifesting as Parashakti. Simply we'll be able to download all the information that she is showering on us. For us to understand who we are is all the struggle is. We can't wake up and go to sleep. That's not possible. You have to drop your identity to experience the ultimate identity. Whatever you're going through is still in your own ideas and views. Drop that completely and declare very clearly, I'm going to be having only verbalization, visualization, just for Paramashiva to manifest as Parashakti in me. Just how Arulvak Bhagavan went on and on and on and on, that he was downloading, just how he did, just the same bhava. Go into the space, only the visualization, verbalization, whatever is happening in your mind, only those words, everything else unclutch. Unclutch every other thought which is not Bhagavan, which is not anything that your identities which keep on popping up. Drop that. Now our only space, appointment with only Paramashiva, nothing else, not even the instructions. Just be with Paramashiva. He's intelligent enough to manifest the reality what you want. We have one more cycle. Sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Remember Paramashiva, Parashakti in your third eye, and start writing down the questions that your partner has given, and simply Parashakti will reveal the answers for you. Let's just start chanting from our navel center deeply with the deep listening so that mind does not go to any other thoughts. Everything is unclutched. Only we are clutched in the space of Paramashiva, that I am Paramashiva, manifesting as Parashakti. Devi herself is telling me what I need to write down, and I'm just noting it down for her. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's burdens manifest in all our burdens. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's burdens manifest in all our burdens. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Vani open up. Manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva work through, manifest the power in all our burdens. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Verification process, no video editing of the Shakti Avishkana videos. Video does not stop.
Make sure the video that you have taken is authentic, that you can share with others, and you can share it in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. These beautiful happening in all of us, the Akashic reading records, whatever is revealed for you is the prasada. Thank you for staying back and experiencing the prasada. Go and share with the world whatever you have experienced as your conscious breakthrough. Each time you start experiencing and sharing with the world, you are the best listeners to you more than anybody. If I am conducting this session, it's more for me to expand in the cognition. The more and more I start talking to, I start engaging myself. So when you share with the whole world, more and more you start experiencing the ultimate gift, oneness with Paramashiva. And because everybody is a reflection of you, there is nothing other than you that exists. That Paramashiva has beautifully said, it's you who has manifested as you into all that you perceive. So when for you to realize that, like if we are angry, we see people in anger. We are so happy, we see people in joy. Everything is a reflection inside us. So when you share your powerful cognition, like you go to a temple, you have such a breakthrough in the temple, you will tell, hey, go to this temple, I got my visa, I got my job, I got my exams cleared. So you share that because you're so excited, you manifested your life. Same way the power manifestation is also now. So go ahead and share and celebrate, even if it is small. Even if you have experienced Kundalini energy, go and share it with the world, how your experiences are with Paramashiva. Then you start manifesting more and more powers. Consciousness leads to consciousness. Like yoga, you do every day yoga, your body gets flexible. You do everyday power manifestation, you get more and more conscious, and you complete with yourself with the different delusions and expand your future into the higher realities. And make sure you drop a coin every time you come to the temple. We Hindus have a beautiful space just to drop a coin. It's not some mandatory thing or anything compulsory, but we drop a coin like a wishing well. And how simply responds to us. Same thing, when we drop $1, there is a dollar going to give us anything much to buy. But each time we do it, our inner space, we are voting for that. You will not buy anything in the shop which you don't want. So you will only buy things that you value. Money is something we value a lot. Whichever we vote for, we want it, we vote for that. So again and again, when we drop the money, holding that context that I am Paramashiva, you make that as your reality. That's the wish that we want. We want all of us to raise to the superconscious space where we can manifest our life, just like Siddhas, just like Alvars, Nayanamars, who can manifest even the lokas. Vishwamitra created a loka. So anything is possible, then why can't I experience that? If humans have done it, so do I. So drop $1, holding that cognition that I am Paramashiva, I am Parashakti. Again and again, you'll simply see that becoming reality. What we really believe, that's where we spend. And that's where we go on manifesting our reality more and more. So sharing and dropping the dollar, if you can put as $1 or even 10 rupees, whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's not the amount which matters, it matters whether you drop or not. It's a wishing will. Simply you can drop it and hold that context. Paramashiva, thank you for all the power manifestation, Arulvak, and powerful cognition, and that has manifested in me as Akashic reading right now. All that I surrender to Bhagwan's lotus feet, and all that again and again I humbly request with a deep gratitude that let me experience this as my very own reality. With a humble request to Bhagwan, drop the coin, and simply you'll see that as your reality. Thanking each one of you for being in the session, and thanking Bhagwan to create this space for all of us all over the world in such a powerful way for hours together. Even if you give $1, you will not get that anywhere else in the world. So thanking from the deepest of our heart, gratitude to Bhagwan. Let's end the session with Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you each one of you to be here to receive the prasada today. After next session, again we can meet and you can manifest more powers. Till then, thank you, Nithyanandam.